What is malfunctioning up? Hello, everybody.
Okay,
how you guys
I was
doing?
about to say, what's going on?
I know, I just want to fuck with you, to be honest, because like you can see me on screen while I'm like getting ready to do the whole, what's up? You just look at me like, bzz, like, okay, is he going fucking crazy? I don't know what's going on. But anyways,
oh great, the show already done.
no, but anyways, guys, how you guys doing? I'm Nick Diaz. Hello, we are here. I am joined by Alan Shikazine. Say hi, man.
Hello. Hi, how's everyone going?
That's the worst thing. You say hi. Do it. Do it.
Are we live?
We should be. If we're not, I'm not gonna complain because I don't want to.
Oh, there we go. Okay, it just took a while.
Oh, okay, cool. They're saying this week, yeah. Well, essentially, somewhat. I mean, like, I want to do some bit bounty stuff tomorrow. Today, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna go on a big rant about it or anything, too. But like, there is a lot of stuff. If this was like a post show, I would totally tell you about my day and everything. But essentially, I had a bunch of home improvement stuff yesterday. My dryer broke. I had to fix it manually. Me and a friend of my family's. We put that together. Then we put this chair together, which thanks to Jet, I have this amazing chair. My ass not hurting anymore during these shows.
Good. He has a good chair.
But then we actually did a bunch of stuff too, where we were like, working on like the light bulb inside like the garage, because I couldn't see in there. That broke down. This light bulb right here. The reason why the show looks so weird sometimes and the color always like fucking up is because this is actually broken. I can't turn off the light bulb. I'm not even joking. Like the only way I can turn
light.
No, like it's hard to explain. So like how you get every ceiling fan has like a
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this one malfunctioned. Like you pull it and it doesn't. So whatever. So what I gotta do is I gotta take that piece off, take the bulbs off, take all the screws off, take it off the fucking ceiling, get a new ceiling fan, put it back in there, screw everything on, wire everything correctly. And I noticed that whoever the electrician is who owned this house before we came in, he essentially has aluminum foil all over the inside to keep things from burning out. But that causes other issues too, as far as
like a
goes.
fire or fucking electrical fucking hazard. Jesus Christ! Why not just? I mean, I guess you need a fan because you're in Arizona or you're gonna die.
Well, it's not even about the fan; I just need the light. So what I'm thinking of doing, I want to
right.
break the fan on purpose. That's what I want to do. I want to break it, so I don't have this light here, and then buy like podcast lights, like essentially those big like. You've seen them, like those big rectangular lights.
I want to get some of those lights too, because for some fucking reason, when I'm on the chat attack, perfectly fine. When doing my own thing, it's like dark. I don't know why.
Yeah, well, but I say, is this real? Yeah, it definitely is real. Hello, how you doing, man?
Hello to Austin Nick as well. Real? Are you high?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, who knows? Maybe we look really fake or something. I know I'm fake. Anyway, so the thing is, Elite is in the chat saying, "What's up, people? Hello to you too, good sir. Hopefully you're down for the Deep Blue Sea review tonight. It's gonna be some fun stuff."
Oh, they're reviewing that? Oh no.
Yeah, dude, it's quite a thing. Also too though, man, Ryan in the chat over there, Mauricio in the chat as well. He's saying, "Are you guys gonna react to the direct tomorrow live?" I probably will. I'll be doing that with Jet, whatever, and see if it'll be, if it's like boring as fuck or something, then I'll just turn off halfway through. But yeah,
I won't be able to do it live because I'll be mid work, but I'll at least try to like sneak my way and maybe be in the chat.
Yeah. So it'll be cool as shit, man. They're saying down in the deep blue sea, clever. Wait, did I say that? I don't think I'm ever clever. But Ganja, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fine. How about yourself, kind sir?
I'm doing great. I love the XSplit logo. Still being like, dude, honestly, you're doing better product placement than I've ever done.
Hey, one day I'm gonna sell this ass right here. This beautiful, round, indigenous ass to XSplit and make some goddamn money out of it.
I'm wondering if indigenous ass is better than regular ass. I haven't seen a lot of like native people show me their ass cracks or boobs.
I mean, if we're talking
the next trip, I'll show you.
Actually,
we're talking hostile rules.
Let's go around. Let's make this uncomfortable. What race have you dated or had sex with the least? Alan, you go first.
All of them. I mean, yeah, like, I'm surprised you two weren't fighting over each other to fucking get to that joke.
What the fuck did I do? I'm just laughing. What?
I don't know. It's you. You brought this.
Hey, by the way, guys, look at this. 4 minutes and 30 seconds in his stream, he's already bullying me. See what I'm saying?
Just said he doesn't get no ass. I think we started first. Huh?
Yeah, like day number 47 of Alan started shit first, and then he acts like he didn't later on in the show, and I fuck with him.
Yeah, Nick bringing up the 1 or 2 times it's happened so they can lord it over to me, even though he's gonna spend the next hour and a half talking shit.
L says Colombians for them.
No, I the reason why I do this is because I want you to let go of the bullying that you had to go through when you were a kid, because I feel as like that create like a victim thing where it's just like, oh, I'm starting no shit. It's like you start a lot of shit, dude.
And for some reason, Nick just puts bullies on a pedestal for some goddamn fucking reason and thinks all bullies are, should be lorded as gods.
No.
They've done no wrong.
No.
You literally said you love bullies multiple times.
I've never. Please show me one time.
You said the world needs bullies, bro. Go
Oh
back
no,
into
no,
the
I know,
archive.
no, yeah. The world needs bullies, but I didn't say that they're amazing or I love them. I mean, the world also needs like diseases and shit too. Like crowd control. So it is what it is.
No.
Well, you rather everybody starve to death?
Also, no.
Then what the fuck do you want? What is your solution for
Uh,
keeping the Earth going?
I mean, not burning 65% of the food to keep the food prices at the where they are right now.
You know what? That's actually pretty. I like that. That's actually a real answer and a correct answer. I like that answer. You don't hear people talk
Yes.
about that a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying.
yeah.
We don't have enough food to feed people. Yes, we do. If you just stop burning it, it's really, really easy.
Jesus.
Tell Corey.
Oh,
Ryan
thank you very
Austin's kid,
much.
500 for what?
500 bits for Big Blue from 1996. But I'm gonna be right back. Corey's calling me, and
Hey, cool, Tom Reynolds.
this is crazy.
I'm cool with that. Now that he's gone, Alan, come here. Come here. Alan.
No. What did I do?
So, what race of women have the least you've been with, even though you've had kind of a slow sexual career?
Let's just go with
I mean,
yes.
you had to be with somebody at some point. You're not a virgin, as far as I know.
I mean, have I been the least? Asian?
Okay, see, there you go. Because I'm pretty sure just because you ain't got laid, don't mean you never talked to girls, never made out with other women.
Yeah.
Like there's other things besides fucking. And Cedric pleads the fifth. So I'm just gonna use my magical powers of predicting the future. I'm gonna go white woman for Cedric.
Wait, the least?
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, he's currently with a white woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna throw a curveball.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
I don't want to be fucking generic.
Okay, God just talking about basically just the different I guess culture / races that of women that we've been with, just to kind of see where the flags drop.
Been in and out of the entire Asian continent. God damn.
I've been in and out of the entire Asian.
Damn.
What does that mean?
Emphasis on in and out.
See, Cedric, I didn't want to go with the stereotype, my brother.
Anyway. No, but I was just curious. I wanted to see if we were going to really touch on that, but we won't have to though, because I by the way, when I started off with Alan, I just thought it would God, it's going to sound offensive. I'm literally not trying to be a dick.
Don't worry, I will take it the worst possible way.
You're pretty sensitive, but the thing is though, and I am too, so don't get mad. I already know when it's going to offend him. No, but the thing is though, is I thought it would be faster if I start off with you.
That's
you know
fine.
what I mean? So
Actually, isn't that bad? Yeah, it would be 2 seconds. Yes. Answer that question. What's the least? Yes, and then move on.
Yeah. So, but Ganja, how about you?
Shit, I kind of want to answer the question of which woman race has the best sex. Honestly,
What the fuck? Wait, no, I'm not trying to. And that's where it gets racist. Like, what the fuck are you?
I mean, hey, it's not my fault.
Kind
the
of
chat
does,
asked the
honestly.
God.
It's not my fault. The chat asked this question. You started this, sir.
Wait, the chat didn't ask a question. I did.
That
Yeah,
did
dude,
actually
Muhammad.
specifically.
Which race of women has the best sex?
I can't remember. Yeah,
Oh, and Mound Dumb. He's fucking dumb as shit, though. Why do we listen to that guy? Like,
He asked the question.
He's literally been in his
Honestly-
chat for like 2 minutes.
It's in the same kind of ballpark as the original question you asked. So, literally, for me, it's always been Latina and black girls for me, and that's mostly because of the area I grew up in.
Yeah. I've had the most sex with white girls. And I will just say, I enjoy. This is fucked up. I enjoy being with black girls the most. But if someone said
You don't say.
but if someone says who's the race that you dated the least though is black. So it's you can take what you want out of that. I've dated black girls the least, but I prefer black girls. But I've had a lot of experience with white girls, and take what you will from that information. So anyways, what prefers white? Yeah, that's fine. Now
that's
I gotta
BS.
start yelling about white girls.
This guy was tiptoeing around the mines just so y'all wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I saw him in his Jordans. Just
No, because you don't want to say because I'll say the motherfucker's name. Sammy's done this before, where he's like, "I love black girls. I like chocolate thunder," whatever the fuck he said, and it's that's some racist shit too,
Fucking said chocolate thunder.
or whatever.
Oh,
He said
Jesus.
some shit that was racist. He said something that wasn't cool, and
Oh,
even
you
though
mean
it was a
he opened his
compliment.
mouth?
Yeah, but the thing is though, it's it was just kind of it was a compliment what he said. It was actually a compliment. The problem is that if you talk about women like they're part of a deli, you just walk in my favorite fucking flavor is burn. It's that's fucked up. You shouldn't talk like that. So it's I don't like saying that black is my favorite, but I am saying that as far as relationship wise and sexually and blah blah blah. I mean, I've had literally no problems with black people. It's been great.
See, I used to feel that same way you did, Diaz. I feel like, oh man, it's just these guys being assholes and being very like salacious towards women and being like horn dogs. Until I hung out with the women of the double toasted community and experienced that women not only do the same type of degrading behavior, but gets really worse because I heard my favorite thing was, yo, look at the dick imprint. Dick imprint?
What the hell? Yeah, I didn't know about that.
I didn't know y'all went that deep to start like doing math and seeing how much the cock could weigh by the print in the pants.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about that.
Wait, so I guess to switch it up to this conversation, Mike actually has a thing that Nick would like to talk about besides sex and his own dick. God damn it, made it a bet so that in a poker game that if he wanted to play Dino Crisis 3.
So Dino Crisis 3 doesn't exist as far as I know.
I was about to say, I thought there was only like 1 or 2 of those games.
Maybe apparently there is. I cannot believe this.
I literally thought, I was like, if you made a bet, like, how many Dino Crisis games would be? I would be like maybe 2.
I feel like man, Ganja, take away my Capcom card, bro. I thought this did not exist.
I was just about to jump in. This came out for the Xbox. This is when I stopped playing Dino Crisis. This is when they went to space. They pulled a Jason X and went to space, bro.
Why? They're dinosaurs. Why the fuck are you in space?
I don't know. I played the game
look
and
at
asked the
that
same question.
Stupid ass background.
Oh my god.
That's dumb as shit.
Dude, that is the zooming in there. The people need to see this.
I'll zoom in.
Box art. Like, look at this shit. Dino Crisis. So what do we got? We got Chris Pratt in fucking like the armor from Crisis.
That's not Crisis. This looks like a cover of Mass Effect now I'm looking at it.
Bro, yeah. There we go. In N7 armor. I don't know what the fuck she's doing in the back. Either holding up a gun or a pizza. I can't fucking tell what's going on.
Yeah, it has a bunch of holes in it.
Nah, I see it like a Whippets machine. She's about to go to like space.
And then you have fucking the USG Ishimura in the background. Like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this box? Dude,
that's
box
Mars,
art?
I suspect.
That can't be Mars. That looks like Jupiter, bro. I think that's like supposed to be Jupiter. Somebody fucking correct like which area in space we're in. Like,
who's gonna correct? I didn't even know this game existed.
Shit, no, neither did any of us apparently.
Yeah, I really thought I was like a big Dino Crisis fan. Like, I actually feel like I'm full of shit now. Thank you. Thanks a lot for making me feel like a big fan.
And I thought it wasn't real.
No, what were you saying, Alan? I know you're trying to go in there and insult me.
I know. No, I'll switch up there. There's a long history of like, look, man, box art for games is like 90% shit, and then every now and then there's a pretty decent one. Like,
it's like CGI trailers. I fucking hated every fucking World of Warcraft trailer. Oh, look how awesome this game is. When I actually played it, it was just click.
Oh, bro, I was so mad because I saw every one of those. I'm like, this looks awesome. So I kept begging my parents, let me get it. Years, like almost like a decade, and I wouldn't be able to play it. Then that South Park episode, and I still wouldn't shut up. And then my buddy who got me into computers and games like that showed me what the game looks like. And I was like, oh, fuck. I even played a little bit afterwards. I'm like, this is fucking garbage.
It's the whole thing though, the best physical attraction. So I guess like people don't want to vote because they're scared. I guess. But Blazer Michael, just to put this out here, because I don't want to like let anything like I want to fight every single one of you. I'm gonna pull a fucking Allen. But like it's just Black History Month that he likes black girls, and not like the equivalent of months that comes with like 3 or 4 years of being in a relationship with a black girl. Like, it's only the Februarys that count.
Like, I get you, Diaz. What he's trying to say is he likes his particular black girl 12 months out of the whole goddamn 365 days of the year.
There we go. No, another thing.
But you do got to treat it special for February. Matter of fact, you should try to treat like an extra Valentine's.
Oh shit! And it's Valentine's Day, man. You're
and it's a birthday too.
Oh like, shit, bro! You're at this point, man. You gotta marry her.
You gotta buy her something at least over 500,000 and like show up in a dashiki.
You might have to buy her a house.
But the thing is though, as far as best physical attraction, I do want to say this really quick. To go off on just like, cause I don't get a chance to say this shit. But I've always told, and I've told my girlfriend this too, she knows. But like the girls that I'm like, oh my god, they're the most beautiful girls ever, or Mexican girls, Latinas. I think it's another thing that I feel like I've grown up having. Like, I don't know if you guys feel that, like you know, Ganja. I don't know if you feel like you need to like Native girls the most, or if Alan, you feel like you need to love Arab girls.
I used to feel that way, but it was never replicated by the Indian girls, so it never I never had a chance to enjoy it.
I was always pressured. I still am pressured from family and people that are, I guess, are culturally part of the same thing. It's always that pressure of stay within your culture, to which I say, fuck that.
But the thing is, though, and I know that maybe there might be some Mexican girl in there like, oh my god, I guess Nick likes Mexican girls. Well, hold on, because I do like, you know, Mexican girls the most. You know, I think they're the most beautiful, blah blah. But the problem is, as I try to date you motherfuckers, and it is fucking impossible. Like,
course.
and everyone has their issues, whatever. But I don't know what the fuck it is. But the fucking attitude problems on Latinas, as well as you need me to act more Mexican all the fucking time. Like, you don't know Spanish, you're a piece of shit. Then why'd you date me? Get the fuck out of my life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is that? I cannot stand that shit. And yeah, dude, like just the complete obligation of just trying your best to be Latina just because you're Latina.
Yeah.
It's like just be yourself. Why you gotta be?
I
like-
get the second part. I get because as far as something in my culture, especially with the women, they get more brainwashed than the guys do. Like in my culture, the guys basically get carte blanche to do whatever the fuck they want, but the women constantly get brainwashed to keep as much of the culture as possible. And you start to see that a lot, where it's like the guys will, yeah, they'll do whatever the fuck they want, whatever dumb shit they can do, act as much as white frat boys as they possibly fucking can. But if any of the women in the culture do the exact same thing, suddenly it's a huge fucking issue. So it's like I get and hearing it from you and just knowing people from multiple different cultures, like you start to see the brainwashing really takes hold.
I like how Don Craig's been here the whole time. I'm bad. My bad.
I said the same shit in my head.
yes. We're talking about the hidden plot of Dino Crisis right now.
Yeah. I feel like a fucking idiot. That's my bad. But no,
No, it's fine. That box art's terrible. People need to know.
yeah. but like I don't know. All I'm saying essentially is just like yeah, like be yourself. Don't push that shit on other people because it is a scary thing. And and it's like okay, so if I disagree with something that's in their culture, what the fuck do we do next? And none of us really know everything about our culture. Like we learned this from other people that pass information down to us. So it's just kind of a crazy fucking thing. Okay, you might say, I was wondering. By the way, you don't have to censor in here, brother. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
in fact, I expect you to swear excessively. Anyone that gets censored gets banned.
Yeah. Well, no, not that.
I know. I have no power in that chat. I'm a
You
moderator.
do, you
Why
fucking
can't do that?
idiot.
I keep
God
forgetting I'm a
damn it.
moderator.
I gotta tell you,
Reminding me I
dude.
can do the stupid shit I want to do.
By the way, Ganja, I don't know at what number you're at, but that's like for me, that's number 4 on things that I've tried not to make jokes about him. Like I'm trying to hold back, but like I'm
I
at
don't
number
give a
4 now.
fuck.
Your power of resistance is amazing, my friend.
He's like, seriously, like this one, I had to go like, okay, what the fuck? But it's all good. I love
No,
you,
it's
Alan.
not. Fuck you. I hate you.
And y'all gonna make it hard on myself too, because what we're gonna do now.
What's
We're
up?
going to get into your list, good sir. We're talking about Birdman's fucking top 5 least favorite movies of the year. Wait, hold on. I got a text. Hopefully this is Corey saying, like, I'm going to start texting you now instead of all this other dumb shit.
Well, I mean, he has started. It's been on.
Yeah, he's on
Okay.
the show right now, so now he's trying to.
He's just watching the chat deck
incognito.
going. He wants chat deck looking at his phone going, that stupid motherfucker gonna
I was
look
about
at
to
the
promote
Yeah.
an idea, but I'm afraid you might go with it.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that.
Gonna
Yeah.
call Corey during his show.
I want to. And by the way, I've done it before, and like Julian Hemmendinger called me. He's like, dude, why don't you leave him the fuck alone in the show? I'm like, for a motherfucker who calls me every single time I fucking show, why don't you shut your stupid fucking mouth?
Bro,
Okay.
I thought you
God
said
damn
that Julian picked up. It's like, what the fuck?
That's
Yeah,
why
yeah,
because
yeah.
Julian Hemmendinger thinks he's gonna get somewhere by sucking dick and suing people. All right.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Oh, I
bullshit.
mean, I'm sorry. Like we're all friends here. I didn't mean that was a joke. That was a
Well,
joke.
the only reason why I said it, and I said his name on that one, because he literally was writing that in the chat. Like, he made that shit public, so I get to say his fucking
Look,
name.
Yeah. Oh,
Look.
he wrote that legibly and didn't just sit there and have a piece of shit. Never mind. Hey, hi.
Yeah, so that's why I freaked the fuck out. But anyways, your movies though. You did your best movies yesterday. Now you're doing your top 5 worst movies of the year. We're gonna start off at number 5, and number 5 is Chaos Walking. Man, tell the people why, and don't expect an argument from me.
Okay, so I remember because sometimes when it comes to movies, because again, you're doing the whole year. Sometimes you're like, oh, did I watch it? Like you almost forget like what movies you watched. So when I
Yeah.
was doing my list, I saw Jungle Cruise. I'm like, oh, I remember not liking that. That movie was not particularly great, so it was in this slot. Then I'm looking through, Rotten Tomatoes. I'm just trying to remember, not necessarily take what they said, just trying to remember movies I hated. I'm like, oh my fucking god, I watched Chaos Walking. This garbage piece of shit movie that has an almost interesting premise that just kind of shits the bed in every single possible scene. You have like at the time when this would have been released, the 2 biggest stars of the world from Daisy Ridley and Tom Holland, who apparently just forgot how to act, or the director was on something that some sort of drug that calms you the fuck down. Because nope, there's no stakes in this movie. There is no tension in this movie. And there is just, I was just kind of chilling, and this is the most boring road trip movie you've ever fucking seen, with a pretty interesting premise that gets never fucking used, never fucking utilized. In fact, it looks so bad that if you just did this as a fucking 10-episode Netflix series, you might have actually had a pretty good fucking story. But it just starts shitting things out left and right, where every single scene introduces something new, but never capitalizes on it. And it's like the movie forgets the shit it brings up, because I'm gonna spoil this shit. So for some fucking reason, on this planet, specifically, man, their thoughts become manifest. So you're thinking about a train or some shit. People start seeing what's on your mind. They'll start hearing your thoughts. So your thoughts aren't yourselves anymore, and that's kind of cool because people like practice it. It can do illusions and shit like magic, but it's not. It's all sounds and shit, so it can't hurt you. So tell me why the climax of this fucking movie has this dude making random illusions, and the main villain is like trying to shoot them. The main villain's really good at this shit too, but the movie just forgets the bullshit it brings up just to continue doing stupid bullshit. And I'm just remembering how much I fucking hate this movie. Oh my god, Born Identity, Ninja Tomorrow. Fucking Christ. This movie is not worth your time. It's not the whole so bad it's good. It's more of like, if you have insomnia, watch this movie. You'll be out in like 20 minutes.
Yeah. No, this movie was fucking awful for me too. I remember watching this and I was trying to figure out things. I was like, why? Oh, E-Mike says, I fucking hate Google text speech sometimes. It mixes my words and censorship my friend. Oh, that's what was going on. Okay, censorship your friend.
Yeah, you can actually, I had that on my Google speech thing as well. You can actually go into settings and change that.
Yeah, by the way, I gotta change something on my own. Apparently I put 2022. No matter what, when I do the new dates, like it's just I'm gonna either never ever change to 2022 until like December comes around, or fucking I'm gonna do it too fast and then fuck up something I'm doing from last year. But
Yeah,
anyway,
you did that yesterday too, but I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to like call you out on stream.
okay, well you can call me out after the stream, and it's like I don't want to tell anything, but like my only option is be a dick too on a public platform.
Well, I didn't want to be.
Because you and Jet and Ganja have that too, where like, you're like, hey, we can't see the screen. It's like, well, I mean, that's my fuck up. Like my bad. I can easily like go try to fix it. Because it's
I just turn on the fucking Twitch stream and just watch that. It's only like 2 minutes, like 2 seconds delayed. It's good.
I guess, yeah. But anyways, moving on though. Once again, I'm fucking up because I got so much shit going on in my life. But yeah, number 5. And I forgot what I was gonna say. It doesn't really matter what the fuck I was gonna say. Anyways, I reviewed this thing before. Yeah, this is Chaos Walking, number 5. Let's see what number 4 is. If XSplit will let me do it. Sorry for the time and everything, and I'm trying my best to not get mad. I'm not gonna get mad. That's not happening.
I love how Jungle Cruise is actually in the back of your JPEG.
Yeah. Definitely not JPEG. Birdman's least favorite movie, number 4, Venom, Let There Be Carnage. You're a fucking idiot. Go ahead.
Look,
Dune is number 1.
You gotta understand is like between 4 and 5, it's like, look, it's kind of just these situations of movies that I'm just like, yo, I don't give a fuck that I watch this. And I saw Venom, Let There Be Carnage twice. Saw it in theaters, and I was like, this fucking movie. Every time I close my eyes, I feel like half the movie went by. I don't know what the fuck's going on. This movie is like fucking trash for most of it. Then we're like, you know what? We're in the after hours. Let's watch it again. You know what? I'll turn the people down a little bit. Oh, let me try to give this movie a chance. No, this movie's fucking terrible. This movie probably could have been good if it was longer. It being an hour and a half, being almost an hour shorter than the last one, is extremely detrimental because it feels like it just kind of it not necessarily meanders. It's just like running the whole time. It is running. So by the time you get to climax, you're like, hey, like, why am I exhausted? Oh yeah, because this movie is like a gift. It's just constantly going and never fucking slows down, but it never has a chance to build anything. It never has a chance to do anything. Shit just fucking happens. And none of the shit that happens is particularly good. There's a couple funny moments here and there. There's maybe like half a cool action scene. But it just feels like they just compressed the fucking last movie down to an hour and a half and then just CGI'd the villain red and just did the same fucking movie. And I got to the point where I'm like, look, man, this fucking movie kind of sucks. And once again, this movie definitely sucks. It's not angering, but it's more of just like, yo, this fuck. Man, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to watch the third one. I'll watch it, but I really don't want to. And now Morbius, I'm like, fucking Morbius. Morbius is going to be way worse because they're going to try way harder and they're going to fail way harder.
I hate you. I completely disagree with you, but I'll get into that when I get
wait till we get to the next one.
Oh, yeah. This, people, Halloween Kills. Oh, my goodness. Number 3 on your top 3 least favorite movies of the year. Go ahead, sir.
Bro, now we're getting to where I fucking am mad that I had to sit through some of this shit. Where I'm fucking mad. Because, I watched, because again, a long time ago, a couple of years ago, we watched Halloween, the 1979 in the after hours, and I enjoyed it. I genuinely enjoyed it. I liked what they were doing with the camera. I liked what they were doing with the setting. It was very, very well done. I then went and binged the entire franchise up to that point. So I watched like 9 more movies. So I watched every single one. I did a review on every single one. I even watched the Rob Zombie one to get ready for Halloween 2018. Love that movie. I thought that like this is a really well done horror movie. They managed to get really intelligent characters, really intelligent situations, and they managed to build a really interesting world that the main character felt like he was generally maybe not super immortal. He had his immortal moments, but he wasn't crazy powerful. It felt like the threat was real and grounded. And I was like so excited because I'm like, you know what? I love the teaser that they did for Halloween Kills. I can't fucking wait because Laurie Strode is acting her ass off. And then she does the teaser and then takes a nap for the whole movie because fuck it. We have no more ideas. Let's just have Michael Myers do whatever the fuck he wants for an hour and a half while we deal with some of the dumbest characters I've ever seen. We got fucking nothing but besides kills, because for some fucking reason Nick Diaz wrote the rest of this fucking movie going, we see Michael Myers kill every 10 fucking seconds without necessarily building anything. And the only one shining moment of this movie is when someone's explaining their encounter back in the day and manages to rile everyone up.
Oh, that's the only part that sucks. That's the part that fucking
That's the only part that I enjoy because I'm like, oh, I really felt his pain.
Holy
I really
shit.
felt like he was actually getting these people together. And then once everyone goes up, everyone just took a shit ton of tequila, and now we're just dealing with a bunch of drunk idiots for the next fucking hour. And then I guess God got bored and hates his town and started imbuing Michael Myers with special powers because, much like an Arkham game, he started getting a kill multiplier and just started killing everyone left and right. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Who wrote this? What were you on? And why the fuck? Like, this is so fucking bad. And it proves my thing. Whenever you have a good horror movie, the sequel is always fucking garbage. Now, maybe Halloween Ends will actually be somewhat fucking decent, but honestly, I don't have my fucking hopes up this fucking garbage thing. It's like, there's a scene at the start of the movie that I'm like, look, from a choreography standpoint, it's pretty good. But he's also fighting 400 fucking firefighters at a house.
Or 4.
Dude, they literally said there's 11 or like 11 to 12 kills there. There were a lot of firefighters, bro. You saw bodies strewn out. I'm like, this dude is taking out people left and right. Even the Punisher would be like, shit, I'm just going to let this guy have it because fuck.
So I want to go
what's up?
Yeah, chat. What's up, dude? What's up, Gene? But yeah, like, I care a lot about this movie because I love it for so many reasons, and I feel like it was made for me or whatever. But at the same time, it's like, okay, and I'm not gonna like you win, like whatever the argument is. Just I'll let you get the last word. I'll shut the fuck up. But I do want to bring up one thing that I'm gonna bring up with my discussion about this when I bring up my best of movies because this will be on there. But my thing is like, when you say things like, oh, Laurie was so great and she was talking a bunch, and then they get this movie and she just takes a nap. It's like, this isn't a superhero movie. Like, these are people. She can't do a Wonder Woman where she gets stabbed with a knife, and then because the movie is a movie, she goes, I'm going to fight back and beat the main villain, and then I'm going to save everybody, and I'm going to go, pa, 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 and do that dumb shit that's in comic book movies. She's an old lady, and she got stabbed. She's going to take a fucking nap. She's hurt. That's what a knife does to people. It fucking hurts.
Of course, but you know what else happens? Time passes. Why not just have the movie?
Well, do you think Michael
so you
think Michael went out in 6 months? Why would Halloween happen in June? Do the math.
Well,
10 plus 6, it would actually happen in April.
Okay, then fine. Then do what they always do, a year. And what do you mean what Michael Myers does? Dude, what was it? Michael Myers 5? He's roommates with the dude for like a year.
Yeah, it's a dumb movie. So why are they doing that again? That'd be stupid.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a
right.
dumb
Sorry,
movie.
the smart movie that is Halloween Kills.
No, but what I'm saying, I'm not even saying that. This movie's dumb as fuck too. But what I'm telling you is like, why would they do something that fans, literally even fans of Michael Myers, do not like in Part 5? You're the only motherfucker I know that actually likes Part 5. The fans hate fucking Part 5. They can't stand that fucking movie, and they hate Part 6 even more. But they fucking hate Part 5 for shit like that. And you're like, well, why'd you do that again? Because they fucking are listening to the fans.
Are they?
Jackass?
Because are they listening to the fans? Or are they listening to particular fans that want the slasher body count movie?
Huh, they're listening to the slasher body count fans, and they gave them a slasher body count movie. Huh, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah, but again, the last one had its fair number of kills, but was also a good movie at the same time. You don't have to pick one or the other, good movie or slasher body count.
So you want the exact same movie from 2018?
I want
2018.
I want the sequel to that. I want the sequel to that, where either you do some sort of time skip, or if you're a situation where you did want Laurie to be, strewn out, where hey, we're not going to just do Halloween 2. We're going to have a situation where she's laying up. Either have less of her, or have the points where she is on screen actually matter a little bit more what's going on, or have a different main character. They want to do this thing where they're no longer having Laurie Strode be the main character. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. I'm, in fact, more happy with that you're moving on. But you didn't replace her with anyone that's more interesting. Or what they want to do is this weird anthology where every single, over the course of this one night, he's just doing all these things. But none of that shit is anything more than how is he going to kill these people now? That's what it ended up
Well,
becoming.
that's what
After-
murder is. Like in serial killers and home invasions all across America that happens all the time, at least once a month. There's no reason. There's not like some kind of narrative that, a babysitter got killed and the baby got squeezed to death, whatever. It's like they don't explain it, like, what made you think that? And then, the investigators go like, oh, you know what? I would have killed her too. Okay, cool. Now we got the story.
But
It's
again,
like home invasions and killings, dude, that happen in real life. Happen today, actually. It's like, there's no reason. That's what's fucked about
Okay.
serial killers. That's what's scary about them.
cool. And what are like the top 5 things on Netflix right now? Serial killer documentaries where the detectives are talking about the serial killers, how they do what they do. They're looking at the background. Like I said, my favorite part of the movie is when the dude's explaining his own experiences. But the rest of the movie was just like, we got that out of the way, and let's just become this weird anthology that becomes one note. Like if they had a situation where the movie took a break every now and then, or because there's interesting things in the movie, like the mob mentality that happens, but it feels like it comes out of nowhere. It doesn't feel like it's really delved into. The fact that the vigilante mob went and found a person that was just exactly like fit the description, but they didn't give a fuck and just ran through into that. Like this movie has elements that could have made it work, but they decided not to because they're like, well, hey, this guy's known for slashers, so let's just only focus on this one aspect. When there were so many things in the movie that they could have worked on.
Yeah, I mean, and you make a point there too. Like I said, I'm not going to completely, shit on, what you feel about this. I just super disagree, and I know that like there's people that will come in the chat later on. I have this big war with Reese going on that she keeps bringing up, like, oh, Halloween Kills better than Endgame, you dumb fuck, blah blah blah. And then Cedric says this thing, and Gertz and everybody else. But it's like, yeah, I'll explain why I love this movie so much, and the fact that, yeah, like if I do a thing where it's like, okay, if is this a good movie? I'm gonna say no, it's not a good movie. But it's like for its fan, this movie was such a love letter to its audience, and no one ever does that because everyone thinks that their audience are just dumb fucks that will just let the spoon fed continue on them. And this one was like, no. Like honestly, I feel like I made this movie. Like I'm not a big storyteller. I'm not smart. I'm not whatever. This is a movie I would have made, and honestly, it was nice seeing it. But I mean. I'm a silly man. But now, number 2, Birdman's least favorite movie of the year. Let's get into it. Space Jam: A New Legacy. So this is going to be an interesting...
More shitty opinions.
Well, so because I disagree with where he has on the list, but this is going to be an interesting conversation. But Alan, go ahead and explain to people why you feel this way.
It's weird because when I say what I'm going to say, it's not for the same reasons everyone else is saying. Because everyone's like, oh, it's just an advertisement for other products. And
yeah,
that's
there's
not
a
a
movie that do
problem.
that.
You guys were totally fine with that when it was called Ready Player One.
Yes.
Totally 100% cool with that. My issue is it's not fun. Outside of the first time they go into the Matrix basically, and you start to see the first couple ones and they gather the crew, that is kind of fun, seeing Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote and Mad Max is surprisingly fitting. But the problem is the rest of the movie itself just doesn't really know what it wants to be or what it wants to do. The characters themselves do generally feel one note. And when they actually get to the basketball game, it's not basketball. Like, say what you want about Space Jam 1. I actually legitimately like that movie. I think it actually has a lot of really good merits.
Oh, shit.
At least at the end of the day, no matter what you say, your opinion one way or another, that was a basketball game. I don't know what the fuck.
Wait.
They threw
what
balls
the
and they
fuck?
threw basketball. Bro, there's literally a rap battle halfway through that fucking basketball game, and that counts as points.
This motherfucker won an NBA Jam.
Yes, I did.
That's
what
not
I got
what you
was
get. That wasn't even in the original. They barely played basketball in the original.
Yeah,
they
thank you.
played basketball. They literally played basketball.
The character
Points
gets squished by ass cheeks during a play.
Yeah, man.
Yes, but that didn't count as points, dude. Pepe Le Pew, the pig. There's just a rap battle, and that counts like 1,000 points.
He literally
What the
gets
fuck was going
superpower
on?
at the end where he becomes a half-toon deformity and dunks on a hoe.
To continue to play basketball. He is playing basketball.
They use these powers to play the basketball.
Yes, to play the game. No, they don't. They're not playing basketball. Dude, at what point in the original Space Jam do they do different things besides scoring a ball into a hole? Like, this was some stupid fucking bullshit. That's the biggest problem with this fucking movie.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. Okay, like,
Are you mad at the Mighty Ducks because they're not ducks?
No, they're playing hockey.
Are you mad at Teenage Mutant Ninja because some of them are not teenaged anymore?
Well,
like,
actually, okay, first of all, the mutants are teenage, and there was an animated television show where they actually had ducks, like There were aliens.
Yeah,
like
yeah, there
pieces
was
of
a
shit.
Night Duck show.
And another question was then, why are they ducks playing hockey?
Yeah.
That's not they're at least playing hockey. They're at least playing a sport.
They playing basketball.
No, they're not. Dude, at one fucking point, a rap battle happens. I laughed my ass
Thank you,
off.
L. L got my back here. They played the basketball.
No, they did not play the basketball, bro. Shit was just being made up as it went left and right. There's no internal consistency. There's no rules in that fucking game at all. At all.
They literally they play basketball. I mean, it's not even like
They literally are making shit up as they go
like
along.
I wish I
What the
can
fuck?
put more words into it, but I'm serious. Like they played basketball. Like
They
I don't
don't.
know.
They
Sometimes
don't
you
at
like
all.
don't pay attention and shit. And, like
What do you mean? Oh my fucking god! They're not playing basketball. This is the fucking. That's some of the stupidest bullshit I've ever seen. Half of the points they get have almost nothing to do with the game they're playing.
Okay.
All right, question.
Alan.
Hold on.
Hey,
Let me
hold on.
get this.
Got to watch this really quick.
All right.
What are they doing?
Okay, where's the rap battle part? Like
No.
that isn't
But you're saying
happening.
they didn't play basketball
Yeah,
in the basketball movie.
because most of that shit is stupid bullshit. Most
Just because
of it.
you subjectively think something stupid doesn't mean it's
It's
not
not
happening. They're
subjective,
playing
bro.
basketball, dude. This is not even fucking like. I am like so shocked at the lack of attention.
Oh my
They
fucking
have a
God.
basketball and he's dribbling it and he's going, "That is
literally-
basketball."
Oh, no, it's not. It fucking isn't. But you know what? Whatever. I'm stupid. We fucking established that. Like,
Gandhi, I'm being a dick.
No, not on this one.
Okay. Because I'm being a dick. You can call. I'm totally. Because I'm an
I
ass.
agree. Look, if this all the rest of you, I agree. They play basketball, dude. Come on, that's the only thing I got to defend.
Yeah, like, because this movie sucks. This movie's bullshit, and they make a lot of rules. And I hate the rapping scene. And I agree with you on a lot of things. Although I will say,
I'll defend the rapping scene. Now our alliance is destroyed now, but I think Porky Pig got them bars.
yeah.
That's me.
I mean, I liked it because I'm a fucking idiot, but it was bad. If Alan hates that shit, like, I get it, dude. Like, I fucking like, I'm not gonna defend that shit. But then, like, you know, one thing that we noticed in the after hours, 'cause we all watched this a bunch of times too, and people in the chat were like talking shit about this movie to what you're saying, Alan, about like, oh, it's product placement, whatever. Not realizing how much product placement is in the first one, by the way. There's a fucking ton. And another thing too is like that first one has so many dumbass jokes too, and they break the rules a lot, and there's aliens coming down and all the dumb shit. But everyone grew up with that, so they're like, oh, I like it. Michael Jordan's great. Michael Jordan can act even half as good as the fucking basketball player in this one, and Don Cheadle is actually having fun and doing a good job and bringing energy to something. I hate this movie, I do, but like, oh, that first one is awful, man. That first Space Jam, like,
it isn't, but if I bring it up, everyone's gonna call me fucking stupid. So yeah, it's actually a really good first movie, but whatever.
okay, but continue on with this one.
Nope. I say what I gotta say. Let's move on.
All right, so yeah, but Space Jam, New Legacy, that's it right there. And now moving on, we're going to number 1, Fast 9. What's up, man? Why do you hate this movie, or why do you
I
think
didn't
it's
see this one.
Originally, I was gonna put Dear Evan Hansen, but I refuse to give that movie any
Ooh.
more fucking. I refuse to give that movie any more fucking exposure than it deserves, because it's one of the most offensive movies I've ever seen. I've never seen suicide taken to such a fucking shitty ass fucking degree that is almost comical for 90% of a movie that's about teen suicide. So yeah, I'm not gonna talk any more of that. This movie is it's the worst movie because it's the most disappointing. I've been defending the Fast and Furious franchise basically almost its entire existence, ever since like The Rock entered it and it became a way better movie. Every single time they added into it, the series is incredibly creative. It does a lot with its characters. It has an incredibly diverse cast. The choreography is incredible, and then when they want to do the spectacle action, it is all spectacular. And they always manage to do interesting set pieces. They always manage to go all across the world, not just. They sometimes will go back to America, especially what was it, the 7th or 8th one. They go to LA, they go there, but they're usually in like 5 or 6 places across the world before they need to go to back to the States. So you get an incredibly diverse cast of characters, incredibly diverse locations. And unlike a lot of spy thrillers, like this actually pushes a lot of the bars when it comes to special effects and just stunt action work. And even at the end of the day, they're always having fun. This one just felt like, hey, we're gonna do a movie based on all the complaints that everyone's always had. It's like, oh, these movies are so dumb. Well, let's just be even dumber than we normally are. Oh, these characters are all immortal. Well, you know what? Let's have a character call it out. Because remember, guys, the height of writing is if you call yourselves out but do absolutely nothing about it. Because that's what meta humor is, right? You just bring up stupid shit and that's enough, right? Because at one fucking point, the guy literally says, "Oh, we're totally immortal," and everyone just laughs it off, but they never do anything about that. You know what Tyrese should have died in the movie, because that would have been an interesting thing. It's like, look, we never really dealt with it, but the fact is like, hey, we just got extremely lucky. We're not immortal. He ends up paying the price for arrogance. That would have been an interesting kind of darker turn that would have worked, because people die in these movies all the time. Like they've lost cast members. They even bring cast members back for some goddamn fucking reason. But as far as the rest of it, it's like the rest of the jokes like, oh, this is so dumb. They should just do space. They do space, but they don't do anything interesting with it. It's not like it's a fun, aspect to it. It's like 2 seconds in this movie, and you start to see how many people they fucking lost and how much little charisma there is in this movie. That this entire movie has to rely on Vin Diesel's acting. This movie has to rely on one of the worst actors in Hollywood to support this. Like, holy shit. Like, say what you want of Vin Diesel, Nick. If you think he's the worst actor, fucking tear him apart, because, bro, like, we watched Fast 8 right beforehand, and that man is trying to act, and we are bursting out laughing at how bad it is. But you don't watch.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say you don't watch Fast and Furious movies for Vin Diesel's acting.
Yeah.
You watch it for Vin Diesel doing something kind of cool, and then one of the characters doing something quippy, and then having a decent emotional family moment. But when the whole movie's reliant and they show flashbacks because they're trying to introduce John Cena's fucking character, who goes from whatever like culture he was as there to a white guy. I don't know what the fuck happened in that 10-year jump where he grew 17 fucking inches.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking mess.
Yeah, the casting was fucking ridiculous in this. So here's my thing. Not gonna disagree with where you have this, even though I won't put it in my list that high. But at the same time, it's like because I had fun with the movie because I went there like, okay, dude, anything that you don't like about Fast and Furious, let go of that shit. But then there would be no movie because this movie is Fast and Furious 1,000%. Like it's just gonna be whatever the fuck it is. And because of that, it's like this movie, I can't say a lot of bad shit. I can't add anything to what Alan said. I think he said it perfectly. There's nothing I can say to that other than, I hate this movie as much as I hated, part 2 and part 4. And I think part 4 is Tokyo Drift, but if it's not, I don't like both of them. Okay, yes, 3. And then I saw a little bit of Hobbs and Shaw, and that was a little bit different because The Rock actually is having a great time, and Jason Statham is fucking incredible at fight choreography. And is it, by the way, is it blasphemy for me to say that Hobbs and Shaw is like my favorite Fast and Furious movie?
I mean, I don't particularly like it, but that's mostly because I don't think the fight choreography is good. But it's a good movie. It's a lesser Fast and Furious movie, but it's still a pretty good movie.
Yeah, and Idris Elba is like stealing the show and everything, the way he's acting and shit. So it's like, yeah, dude, but like, yeah, I hate this fucking movie, but I hate this movie no more than all of the other ones except for one and Hobbs and Shaw. And I haven't seen all of them. Keep in mind, I haven't seen the one with Ronda Rousey. I think she's in the one. I didn't see the one where The Rock first joined. There's a lot that I haven't seen, so I don't know, but. This franchise needs to fucking die, though, man. I'm telling you, I hate that this continues because every time one of these comes out, and Double Toes is one of them. I'm sorry, Corey. I know you're not gonna watch this, but someone might click it because there's assholes in the chat. But it's like that fucking dumb reaction thing of like, man, this is crazy. That's so nuts. How nuts are they going to be? It's like you guys don't know that you have completely sucked the teat of this fucking franchise, and you're just one of the mindless fans that are putting more money into something that doesn't give a fuck about you. This is no different than the comic book stuff, in my opinion. I'm not saying that Alan thinks this or whatever, but like, yeah.
I agree with you. The fact that people they sit there and they scoff at Fast and Furious and go, ha, Fast and Furious is so dumb. But then they'll see Captain America do it. It's like, okay, Super Soldier, cool. You have a direct explanation. Yeah. But you'll look down on the Fast and Furious franchise. But it's like, look, I'm not going to sit here and say it's the smartest franchise and most realistic. But the movies themselves, it's like, look, they'll stop the movie to basically go through. It's like, hey, this is our plan. Roll with it or not. Again, it's a roller coaster ride. You're having a good time. For what it lacks in realism, it makes up in pretty good character moments or pretty interesting set pieces. And at the end of the day, it's
special
creative.
Effects, yeah.
Yeah, especially it's creative. I recommend Nick, especially you, to go look at the behind the scenes for Fast 5. There's the safe scene. It was the first time they really did a gigantic set piece. Mm-hmm. And they're dragging a safe across the entire town. And everyone was like, this is the dumbest thing in the world. It's the most unrealistic. That is most of that is a practical effect. Now, obviously, the safe isn't 50 tons, but it's still a big safe. They're actually destroying the city. Like, you see that they're actually like the safe is tumbling and stuff, and they're doing like they're talking about like doing the math and shit like that, and like getting the cores and how fast they have to go. Now, obviously, the actors aren't driving it; they're getting stunt actors, but they're doing a lot of crazy behind the scenes. It's one of the most like craziest special effects. It's up there with Terminator 2 in levels of like how crazy they were with the special effects.
Yeah, I would actually check that out. I want to watch that full movie, honestly. At a certain point, I wouldn't mind checking it out, and we can all watch it together or something. But yeah, man. But yeah, what you call it? That's your number one, man. Very interesting list. I disagree with two of them, but for the most part, like, dude, I kind of get where you're coming from a lot of these. Even Halloween Kills, like, I completely fucking disagree. But at the same time, like, I'm a horror fan, you're not. So that's really where we are with that. And there is a lot of things like, okay, can I tell you one thing that I was kind of upset that wasn't on your best of?
What's up?
Mortal Kombat.
Well, we did 5, and if I did 10, sure, I would have put it on there. But like, I did 5, and it's like I gotta pick movies that's like immediately. It's like, yeah, 5, cool. I'll watch it again. In some cases, I'll watch them all.
Like therapy from a Chanto.
I love the hell. Hey, you get
Kento's
there
great.
at Mortal Kombat 2 when you fucking beat the shit out of somebody, but I would really recommend that. But I love Mortal Kombat. If I did a top 10, it would be on there because I'm not sure if I watched necessarily 10 movies. I'm sure I would have figured it out between some of the random bullshit. But this was a pretty good year. But yeah, Mortal Kombat I like Mortal Kombat a lot. I think it's one of those situations where it's like they relied a little too much on the fan base to just know shit was going on because everyone is complaining. I swear to fucking God, I almost want to go on a rant. Hey, Mortal Kombat fans, quote unquote, that don't like the new Mortal Kombat movie. Name me 4 times in the entire franchise at a tournament.
Thank you so much.
Name me 4. I bet you could get 2, and there's actually 3.
Yeah.
Like, go fuck
Correct me if
yourself.
I'm
It's
wrong.
called setup.
But is there a tournament in the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, there
there's
is.
a
That's the
tournament
only
in the
one.
first one.
And MK9
okay.
video game.
And
that's
MK
it.
Armageddon. Wait, does Armageddon have one?
No. So because they're
I
that
thought that was a
technically.
pyramid fight.
Well, see, it's a pyramid fight, and there's a tournament that lead it up to that. But that fight technically in universe happens. That fight is actually the MK9 fight, believe it or not.
Okay.
So like, yeah, you're right. It's actually 2, and then if you really want to stretch things, it's 3.
Yeah.
Out of
like,
how
these
many games?
Dude, fucking 35. And these fucking people, I swear to fuck God, they're like, it's like they forgot what setup means. It's like
Shit,
it's like
it's
Infinity
Shaolin
War
monks.
never had.
One of the best ones. The story is not even a fucking tournament. It's you and Luke, you and your buddy Luke Kane and Raiden.
Shaolin monks, yeah.
Is going to stop a war between Burdock's people and Earthrealm.
Yeah. And another thing too is like because I'm gonna compare this to one thing. It might be this is a stretch. So tell me if I'm stretching. But like Cobra Kai, they only had like maybe 2 tournaments an entire show, right?
Yeah, season 1 and season 4.
Now you don't hear fans going, "Oh, well, Karate Kid was about a tournament. Where's the tournament at?" No, they're telling fucking stories. Like Cobra Kai is an overarching fucking story about these characters that grew, character development, and they're fucking like. Why can't we just like the characters and want to see what they do?
I'll be
Why does it
honest.
about
I blame
fucking-
anime for this shit.
No, it's not even that. The thing is, it's not
Because
even
anime
that.
has tournaments in every motherfucking arc. So now people just think, oh, it's a fighting series. So
Yeah.
every goddamn arc's got to be a tournament fucking scene.
Well, the
Yeah.
thing is, that's not even necessarily that. But it's like people just forgot what setup is. It's like how come they didn't beat Thanos in Infinity War? It's like, well, they're setting up also Endgame with Infinity War. Like that's how setup works. Like this
Yeah.
was always going to be a 2-parter. I'm not saying the new Mortal Kombat is the greatest movie of all time. But when I sat there and I actually did like a lot of the characters, I did like most of the fight choreography. And except for like some of the times with like they fucked up characters, Melina gets completely fucked up. I really felt Goro wasn't there, and yeah, Cole isn't great. Yeah, Cole isn't great, but he's not bad. He just isn't as interesting as everyone else around him. But everyone's talking about this like it's fucking Annihilation, and this fucking crazy notion that the first Mortal Kombat is suddenly this fucking auteur masterpiece.
Yeah, that
when
had
it's-
issues too.
Yeah.
So
Hey, Nick, how does Goro, the biggest badass in the entire, most recognizable character in the entire franchise, how does he get beat in the first one?
Kicked in the balls and falls down over some glasses.
Like, seriously.
Like, you fucking busted my $20,000 glasses, asshole.
Oh, fuck.
Duh.
And that's stupid
Fucking
fucking,
stupid.
like Cedric, I love you, man, but fuck you, no. Mortal
Yeah,
Kombat
no.
Annihilation is one of the worst movies of all time.
Well, I won't say
I'm
that.
not watching that.
I won't say that. I like that shit. They got a rock in there.
Yeah. You also like Halloween Kills.
Oh, that's not nice. No, but like the thing is though,
Well,
yeah,
that alliance did not last long between you two.
I know. And who
Never
broke
was
it?
meant to.
No. No, but the thing is though is like Sonya was terrible too. Like I'm gonna be honest, dude. They did the women bad in that first Mortal Kombat movie. Like just Sonya, like,
Oh, yeah.
get off of me, Shane
don't
Sun,
worry.
help me, Johnny. Like the fuck, Kitana, like I'm here to fuck you. I'm here to fuck you, Liu Kang. I'm
Which
going
is
to fuck you
which
so
scene
good.
is it the second one where they have like a mud fight? Because,
Yeah,
women-
Sonya Melina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who fucking wrote this movie? Like this.
And for
oh
some
my
reason,
fucking-
Sonya looks at Melina and goes, Kitana? I'm like, she's wearing pink and she has her fucking mask on. Like, Why would you assume it's Kitana? Because you played the game too, bitch? Like, are you fucking serious?
I mean, I don't know. She still does the cosplay. She might actually be a fan of
I
Mortal
remember you
Kombat.
from my local Pizza Hut.
Yeah, and then Jax, what's up, man? We got some big ass arms, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fucking knock everybody the fuck out. And then they got
Billy
dragon
Bruce's brother.
tattoos. Well, actually, I like Billy's brother in the new one.
I actually liked him too. But
Yeah.
again, it's one of those things where it's like, look, again, are there problems with the movies? Yes, I will point out all the issues. But at no point am I going to sit there and be like, they didn't have some guy go, ready, fight. It's like, that's such a small part of it. It's like, I'm trying to compare this to like Star Wars, and what's like a small part of the movie that has nothing to do with it at all. Like the Death Star, for instance. It's the ending of the movie, but it's not like the whole movie is the Death Star, like you're on the Death Star the whole goddamn time.
Yeah.
It's a small part of the movie at the end.
And then Darth Vader's story is a 3-movie arc.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, like some people are just like, well, where was Shao Kahn at? I'm like, what? Shut the fuck up and wait. Like, are you serious?
Like, I know it is utterly fucking ridiculous, and it's like, hey, you know where Shao Kahn was? Doing shit while a more interesting villain. Shao Kahn's lame. Shao Kahn's lame as fuck.
I like Shao Kahn. That's the only difference we're gonna have is like I suck more MK dick than you do. That's the only things we're gonna disagree on. But yeah, and I see where Seth is coming from. Somebody he says not having a tournament isn't the reason why the movie sucked. In fact, the movie sucked is the reason why it sucked. And there's some things where it's like, because I was watching this with Jet, and I can just hear her excitement get sucked out. Like we were watching it, and she's like, I'm like, oh fuck, you don't like it, do you? Like, god damn it. And I did force her to watch in bootleg, but we watched it again on HBO Max, and it was like worse for her. So the thing is, though, and like I don't like what they did with Reptile. I there's a lot of things I don't like, but it's like
it wasn't Reptile. That was
it was a
lizard.
reptilian.
They called it a reptilian. It was like they fucked him up. It's like, first of all, like
That's not
Reptile.
him.
Yeah, it's not Reptile. And Reptile's been done kind of cool, but he sucked in the first Mortal Kombat. Like he's kind of had his issues with his character dynamic. But it's like they made Liu Kang slightly less boring than he normally did, but they got my boy Kung Lao. Kung Lao's way cooler in every single fucking way.
Yeah, I love Kung Lao. But then one more thing too is like, well, a couple more things, 3 more things. Okay. You know, I hate what's his face's voice, Cabal. He's just like, you know, at Brooklyn, like, hey, fuck you, you know what I mean? And he's just like, I know it's gonna sound ridiculous coming from me, y'all, but it's like this is a movie that's almost like a comic book movie. It's based on a video game, and there's a lot of kids watching it, blah blah. Do we really need so many f-bombs? like Cabal is literally like,
remember, rated R, so we have to sit there and make sure, because apparently rated R means gratuitous violence and swearing all the fucking time. Because
My favorite is when they started doing that shit, they would use it in the title as well as when they announced the movie inside the actual script. Welcome to Mortal fucking Kombat. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say, by the way, y'all about to do the Six Flags theme. I heard
you. Yeah, right. Yeah, well, I try to go with him, but he always does that.
Okay, stop. We'll get copyrighted.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But I think Six Flags desperate enough to send us like a $5. It's like, here, thank you for making people remind us we exist.
No shit, but no, like him the way like there's a part and it's so hilarious because he there's outtakes on YouTube, by the way. It's fucking hilarious. But Cabal is always like, hey. You might like this little piece of shit, cocksucking motherfucking piece of shit motherfucker. He's really cool.
That sounds like me when I'm drunk.
That sounds like us describing people to you. Yeah, you'll like him. He's the biggest piece of shit you'll ever meet.
Yeah, and then like they do another scene, and Shane's like, okay, try again. Like, who do you have in mind? Oh, I know this little, piece of shit fucking asshole motherfucking piece of shit bitch ass fucking his mom's a whore fucking cunt motherfucker.
Yeah, like that it was Joe Pesci and that fucking ass the whole time.
And it's like, this is Mortal Kombat, man. This ain't Goodfellas 2. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this is like I almost thought he was gonna say something racist during that.
Yeah. Damn, bittersweet. Listen, I did martial arts demos to that song as a kid. That shit got me hyped.
She's right. Wait, the Six Flags.
I need specification. Yeah, are you talking about Six Flags? Or you talking about Mortal Kombat thing? Because the Mortal Kombat
She's talking about
makes
Six
sense.
Flags.
If it's Six Flags, I'm just picturing your sensei being that old bald dude now.
I'm just wondering, like you're sitting there, you're about to get ready for a fight. Like, I need my music, and everyone just like you start playing that. Dun, 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 dun. You just start beating the shit out of the team.
I mean, it gets hype, but there's nothing more hype than Mortal Kombat song. And I gotta tell you, this movie not having that song is fucking atrocious.
No. The song doing that dubstep remix is worse.
At least it wasn't in the movie. It was in the cast. It was in the credits or whatever. I feel like that's a better choice. But I wanted a scene where like Liu Kang's like, I'm sick of your shit, and fucking Mortal Kombat, boom, 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 boom. Like that would have been amazing.
Would have been.
Literally, I'm getting like hyped just doing that fucking part. I love that scream.
Just
Like,
seeing, just fucking like watching the movie and seeing Kung Lao and Liu Kang just walking beside each other. I'm like, yo, I remember in the first Avengers, we see Captain America talking to Tony Stark. It's like, yeah, you want to see these characters on screen. This movie was never going to be for everybody. This idea that every movie has to appeal to every single fucking person is an issue. And it's like, look, I mean, obviously, I want this movie to be as big as the last Avengers movie, Spider-Man: No Way Home. Of course, I wanted I wanted the new Mortal Kombat to make $1 billion, but it's never going to. But at the end of the day, did I enjoy it? Yeah. But again,
so I'm actually the reason why I'm bringing this up really quick because I know it sounds like we're just going to MK rant because you want to, but it is our show, so fuck everybody. But I do want to ask you one thing though, because there was a narrative I was building here. That being said, do you kind of get why I like Halloween Kills now?
now that you mention it, not in the fucking slightest in any way, shape, or form. What the fuck are you on?
You're an asshole.
No, I'm sorry. There's at least consistent moments in the new Mortal Kombat. There's at least trying to world building with the fucking new Halloween Kills. Even though now I kind of realize they almost go along the same lines, right down with immediately setting up an ending. But like at least with Mortal Kombat, I can understand where it's gonna go and where it's leading. And there are moments.
Yeah, because the reason why I was doing this, by the way, just so you know, not to interrupt you, but it's just like there's a couple of words that we've said, like when people are like, "Where's the tournament?" and it's like, "Fucking building up, people, what the fuck?" And then you said earlier, "Where's Laurie Strode?" Fucking build up, motherfucker! Like it's
No,
the
they're
same
not.
thing.
She's taking a nap. The Halloween ends.
The tournament's taking a nap. The tournament has a fucking nightcap on. It's like round one fight.
Like this is the equivalent of like if half the cast just took a nap out. Like you know what it is? If fucking as soon as they fight fucking Sub-Zero, Sonya and Jack, they just kind of don't do anything for the rest of the movie. Like at least they're still doing shit.
Yeah, but like I said, man, like, I know the Six Flags song stuck in my head more.
Stuck in my head now.
God damn it. But yeah, like for me, I'll be doing my list probably in a couple of days. There's a lot of movies I want to watch still. There's a bunch of shit that came out as far as like nominations go, so I do want to talk about that too. Really quick,
the nominations.
one thing though, we'll talk about nominations probably tomorrow or whenever you're back on the show, or whatever. But Reacher, you can do a quick recap. We don't have to get too long on this, but I am curious because I heard some of Corey's review about the entire season.
Yeah,
and
I didn't know
one
the season
thing,
dropped.
and here's the thing though, one thing he did is he showed the scene. I had to capture it for him about some CGI tears, and it was the goofiest, dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen. And for me, just seeing that, I was like, oh, this has to be some glorious trash. But tell me, man, what do you think about this show, Reacher?
I wasn't quite sure what to think of it because I've seen the first episode. And when I first heard about this, I kept calling it Preacher because of that show on AMC.
Yeah.
For some fucking reason, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch Preacher. I mean, fucking Reacher, god fucking damn it. Then I'm remembering the Tom Cruise movie, and I remember generally enjoying the first one. I was like, this is a pretty good movie. And apparently the sequel just fucking sucked. And I'm like, okay, it's Amazon, but they like to do these spy thrillers because they had
Without Remorse.
the Jack. What's up?
No, Without Remorse, the Michael B. Jordan movie.
Yeah, exactly. That movie. They also had 3 seasons of Jack Ryan, and they had Tombstone, which was basically the Jason Bourne universe without Jason Bourne. So like, they really like this whole like we're gonna do like realistic spy, thrillers. So I'm like, this is gonna be another one. So I'm like, this got to be really good or fucking terrible. But I started watching it, and immediately I'm like, okay, this is the guy from Titans. He can't act for shit. So I'm like, let's see what kind of movie this is. And then as I'm watching this, I'm like, this isn't bad. Like this is the very, very serious, and everyone is serious all the time because everyone does their job kind of thing. But you're starting to see like when he starts to talk, like the first time he doesn't talk for a while. Like he just sits down, he's trying to eat some fucking food. The cops come in and they're like shaking, going, "Don't you fucking move, we're gonna fucking shoot you. You murdered someone." And they're like having a shotgun in front of this dude's face. And it's like, you're like, shit, these guys could just start shooting any fucking second right now. What kind of show is this gonna be? And as it goes on, you start to think like, oh, this is just some big dumb dude, and somehow the show has to convince me he's like nothing more than that. But immediately, as soon as he starts talking, he is just like Sherlock Holmes. He is like breaking down the characters. He's doing all this like deductive reasoning stuff, and he sounds very, very convincing. And I'm like, oh, this is really, really good. And this guy's super jacked, so not doing this whole big dumb
he was
shouting
like,
Tay and stereotype.
Yeah, he's like, he should be fucking Batman. How big he is, like Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh no, it's Superman at this fucking point. Like how big he is, like. And he doesn't come in like, oh, I'm dumb. He's like, no. It's like, oh, hey, based on your shirt and based on the way you present yourself, yes, you went to Harvard, and based on the look of your outfit, you don't have a woman in your life because no one was ever dressed like that. Like he's essentially roasting him and like basically saying like, hey, I know everything about you just by looking at your outfit. And I'm like, oh, this is really cool. This is gonna be one of those like whodunit detective stories. And then at one point in the first episode, he just goes to jail. And they start doing that thing where they're like, oh, we're gonna have a fight. They start moving the camera. They start showing this environment. and then they have a glorious choreographed fight scene. I'm like, oh, this is Sherlock Holmes that will also beat your ass.
Yeah, which is interesting. I think that's a cool thing. But like for me, I'd rather just skip to the beating of the ass instead of like, oh, let me figure something out. Okay, you know what I mean? But
Well,
it's
you get the
whatever.
best of both because it's not boring when he's figuring stuff out, but it's also not boring because it's really well done. And Amazon knows how to do a good fight scene when they want to.
They
So
got so much money. Like, dude, they are doing so good with these shows. They all look like movies. Like this looks like a movie to me. There's a little couple moments where I'm like, okay, it looks a little cheap and laughable, especially with that CGI tear thing. But like, let's just rewind time 5 years. This looks like way like layers better than like something like God, like what came out in that time? Gotham, like that show Gotham.
oh god, I hated Gotham.
This looks so much better
Gotham
than
was
that.
also expensive, but it was very stylized, so it had its moments, but it was a piece of, but like this does look really good. It looks it's not as good as the actual movie. This was based on a book, but like people remember the name Reacher. I keep wanting to say Preacher from Tom Cruise
But
because
see,
Tom
what's
Cruise
funny about
was
this too is like, wouldn't you assume that some like a property like Reacher that's based on books, like why did they give them money? You know what I mean? But like clearly they did, and clearly it's working out for them. But like you would imagine that property, like don't spend no money on that. Like let's wait, let's put this all on the
I don't
boys.
know.
They're doing something good for us. Let's stick with them. You know what I mean? But
Well, Amazon's original programming for a while was top notch. In fact, it was beating Netflix at one point. Between The Boys, Invincible, Undone, Jack Ryan, the marvelous Mrs. Maisel, like they were knocking it out of. There was a good like 3 years where I was like, "Fuck Netflix! I'm just watching Amazon Prime shows."
yeah,
Then they kind of started releasing a couple stinkers like Hunters and Hannah season two. I'm like, oh my god, this is fucking terrible. And
yeah.
then them or whatever. I'm like, ooh,
Yeah,
you guys
them
have
was
too many
trash.
stinkers.
They were like, oh man, black horror. Let's, white people are evil. Like
Hey guys,
Jesus fucking Christ.
fucking Love Cat Coach is doing really good. You want to do the exact same show but without anything interesting?
Yeah. Like I
But
understand the
yeah,
white horror stuff too. I get it, and I can't wait for Nope. That's a big trailer that's trending right now, the teaser, because they're gonna release it on Super Bowl Sunday. So I know that's like a big thing. But like when them happened, and then I noticed like two more other things that came out with Amazon Prime, I was like, okay, you guys are starting to slowly start kind of messing up. But I feel like Reacher will be one of the things that they come back with, and then obviously the boys and the spinoff and all
yeah.
that stuff. They're gonna do fine.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah,
be okay. They have enough shows on there, and I'll check out a couple of other ones. But like, it's weird. They had a slump, but unlike Netflix, they decided to just shoot all their fans in the foot. It's like the Amazon. It's like at the end of the day, no matter what, Amazon Video will always be worth it because you get it with Prime, and if you're getting it with Prime, it's because you buy enough shit on Prime that you get the free 2 day shipping. So it's like it's not to do with oh I'm gonna cancel my video. It's like well you have Prime, it's basically a free add-on. Like you don't have to
yeah,
worry about it.
yeah, exactly. But what would you rate this first episode of Reacher?
Oh, this is easily 7.5 to 8, or I guess 3.5 to 4. Because this
Yeah.
was really enjoyable. Because I like me some Sherlock Holmes fucking deductive reasoning stuff, and I like me some fighting. So it's like hey, you want to sit down for intelligence and watch something like this dude will play chess against you, and then will just punch you in the face,
Yeah. But that's
and
cool
that
as fuck.
sucks.
Yeah, it's kind of badass. Probably done a lot better than Iron Fist because Iron Fist already do that shit too, but
Oh
it's not
my
great.
fucking god, everything's done better than Iron Fist. Cobra Kai is better
There
than
we go.
Iron Fist.
Wait, you don't like Cobra Kai?
Cobra Kai is better than Iron Fist.
Yeah. But the way you said it though was like even Cobra Kai is like no Cobra Kai is better than a lot of shit. Cobra Kai is fucking
That's true.
amazing.
That season 4 like had me in tears in some points.
Yeah. I don't talk shit about Cobra Kai. I love
I
Cobra Kai.
won't. In
All
fact,
right.
I like every goddamn season. Even like some of the stupid bullshit happens in season 3. I still love that show.
I will say that the big fight that leads to that one dude breaking his back that was kind of fucking ridiculous.
It's
Like
like,
I
no, no,
was
no,
like,
no.
come on.
And season 2 was amazing. I love that shit because it combines every single thing I like about a fight scene. You're giving me interesting character moments. You're moving your fight scene from one room to the next because they go across the entire fucking
Yeah.
school, and you have like that's what, and you have emotion because when he's fighting and one of the characters goes, you know what, I'm gonna stand down, but that was the wrong decision in the moment, and they pay so much consequences that ending of season 2 it makes this show so unpredictable because you're like, well, this starts off happy-go-lucky, but it's not afraid to go dark if it needs to, but it's also okay to go happy-go-lucky sometimes. So you have this weird mix of both.
Yeah. But here's
Damn
the
it,
thing.
bittersweet. No, it's amazing. I love every second of it.
I will say it does have room for improvement, but not a lot of room. I love how it is, the way it is, and if they don't change anything, I'd be happy. But the thing is, though, I'll be happy if you guys go over there and check out Alan over there on his Twitch. That's twitch.tv/BirdmanAlley. Tell them about what you do over there, sir, and your schedule and shit if you want to.
Yes, schedule. I'm trying to solidify it. I'm looking towards Thursday to Sunday as far as streaming is concerned. But he's not in the chat right now. But Harry's actually been helping me a lot. Him, Bittersweet, and Gene, as well as a bunch of other people, including the cast of the chat tech, have been basically helping my page get followers. We're at 51 right now, but I have no idea if Twitch is counting that because I had 17 when I began. And now it's like I have 51, and I have no idea if they're counting that or if
It
they're going to do
counts.
some stupid bullshit. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Here's what doesn't count. So just so you know, and this is something that you guys can learn in the chat, whatever. Your main like affiliate like requirements are your overall like channel history or whatever the fuck. But once you get to like trying to get to partner, and it's all about like retentions and stuff that will end up changing, that's when you need to make sure that the last 30 days is what's going to apply to what your requirements are. So essentially, like for views or people chatting at once, whatever the case may be, that needs to stay at a certain retention. That's going to change day to day. You got to check. But your followers, that's fine the way it is. So if you got 51, you did that.
Perfect. Well, yeah. Again, there's so many people I want to thank, and I'm definitely going to do that on the next couple of shows. Working on just making my layout a little better. I've been playing around some of the attachments, doing a little bit of research, and popping into people's streams and just showcasing some of the support they gave me. So we're starting up Dead Space. We already did part 1. Basically going to continue that. Going to start up a new game as well, and a couple of new stuff. I've talked with Ganja. At some point, we'll do XCOM. So there's a lot of stuff on the list. And I'm always open to different suggestions of games you guys want me to play or stuff you think I'd like. And any new releases that are coming out, I'll definitely be doing a first impressions, playing a couple of hours on them. So be sure to check that out. And obviously more Batman talk because the Batman's coming out in a couple weeks.
Yeah. Yikes. Batman. But, Ganja Guru, tell them about the Metropolis Collective, man, and what you got going on too. Good, sure.
Well, I got a podcast coming up that I'm looking forward to doing. Got on a little bit on more of the planning phase and that. So when it gets more popping, I'll let you guys know. Also, go check out my Twitter at Red Ganja Guru, of course.
All right, people. With that said, that the fucking the thing that's happening, it is the outro. Can you please just show yourself? There you go. God damn it! All right, guys. Goodbye. Stay toasty. You big farts. Okay. See ya.